The 2010s were iconic, especially as an international girly. I felt like I was an outsider looking in. These are my favorite pop culture moments as a girl who did not grow up in America. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Chlorinated Thoughts. I just want to have us take a nice little trip down memory lane, and I'm in my cool ass shirt. The man, the legend. That is my shirt. I want to be talking about 2010s pop culture, everything that I experienced as an international girly who did not grow up in America, experiencing all these significant cultural moments in the 2010s. I feel like I had a very different experience of it because I did not reside in America. I was born in Kuwait. I am by blood Hungarian. I lived in Kuwait for 14 years, so most of my childhood and my teen years I spent in Kuwait. Although I was an international girly, I was very chronically online. I really was super involved with everything. I think I have a very different lens from like trying to keep up with all of these trends that we had in the 2010s because I did not have direct access to all of these things. I feel like if you were born in like 2006 or before 2006, you grew up in this iconic era. And I don't know, it was such an iconic decade. And I feel like there's nothing really that is similar to that nowadays. I feel like there's just so much going on, and everyone is on like kind of like different sides of the internet that there's not really one thing that we are all following. And I'm so happy to have grown up in that type of era rather than this type of era. I feel like Skibbity Toilet cannot really compare to what we were experiencing in our childhood. We need to bring iconic trends back, like genuinely. I feel like I don't know how to do it, but we need to bring like these iconic things back that like really make you think of your childhood. First thing I want to talk about, EOS lip balm. EOS lip balm, let me tell you, was a thing that I always really wanted. My favorite YouTubers at the time were like Bethany Moda, Alicia Marie, My Life as Ava, Nikki and Gabby. Oh my god. I literally used to watch these people all the time. And my thing when I was a child was DIYs. I would try and DIY everything. I don't know why, but I would just try and like make everything myself. So basically, EOS lip balm was not accessible in Kuwait. So they didn't import EOS lip balm. We didn't have anything similar to like this bowl of lip balm. I remember watching all of these Christmas hauls and everyone was getting EOS lip balm in their stocking stuffer. And I was like, "Ugh, I really want EOS lip balm." Like, I don't know what made me like so intrigued by this thing. I think it was that it was like a circle and it was lip balm. I don't know. But I really wanted it. So I was like, because I'm a DIY queen, let me try and make this amazing lip balm, this amazing circle lip balm. So I would watch YouTube videos on how to make EOS lip balm. To my surprise, it never really ever worked because obviously, how the hell? Like, I think I was trying to get like a plastic egg and like put the Vaseline in it or something and like pretend that it was like EOS lip balm. I don't know. But if you ask me, it was pretty iconic, I'm not gonna lie. Props to me for really trying to like make EOS lip balm. Didn't really work out for me though. But whatever, it happens. What we did have though in Kuwait was pink. Pink was the thing. Honestly, guys, what happened to like the amazing like sales that like these stores used to have? Like Bath and Body Works would be like buy 5 candles for $10 on like Black Friday, and like Pink would be like 10 pieces of underwear for $20. Like, it was like such good steals. Right now it's really not giving what it needs to be giving for Black Friday and in general like any sale. Like Bath and Body Works, get your shit together, because what happened to all of those amazing sales? Pink was so fun. I remember me and my sister would walk into Pink. Okay, so we used to go shopping with me, my sister, and my aunt. I was never really that interested in buying stuff, but my sister would be so interested. So I remember she would like go around and like look at all of the stuff, and I would just like sit on the couch next to like the big pink dog, like the iconic pink dog. I don't know what happened to that dog. Does that dog still exist, or is it like not a thing anymore for pink. I'm not sure, to be honest. I remember I just sit there and wait for my sister to be done with her shopping. The next thing that are really iconic to my childhood, all of the apps that we would get in the app store that we would play, specific ones that come to mind are Flappy Bird, Temple Run, Crossy Roads, Talking Angela, and Talking Tom. Now, I really need to get into the Talking Angela and Talking Tom lore, but the other lore that is really interesting too is the Flappy Bird lore, because I remember there was a rumor that Flappy Bird got taken down from the App Store because someone had, I don't know if I can say that word, but someone had, offed someone else because of this game. And that was a rumor that I had in my head when Flappy Bird was getting deleted from the App Store, was that someone offed someone else. I looked this up and it was a really vague explanation. The person that made the app got it taken down from the App Store because he didn't like that people weren't as productive with it, and people's lives are getting in danger because of it. I don't know, but that was the rumor. I don't know. Let me know if you guys heard that rumor too about the Flappy Bird. But the bigger lore is Talking Angela and Talking Tom. I was a fiend for Talking Angela and Talking Tom, I'm not gonna lie to you. Maybe 4th grade. The rumor came that in Talking Angela's eye, there is a spy. That person is looking at you and looking to I don't know, kidnap you or something. I don't really know what it was, but I remember people were yeah, there's someone looking at you through Talking Angela's eye. And I got really freaked out, so I deleted the app. We had this little friend group in school, and one of the girls, we would talk about Talking Angela and be oh, that's so freaky that someone's looking at us, blah blah blah. And one of the girls, she was a more quiet girl, and I really don't know why she did this, but she literally came to school one day and was guys, you will not know what happened to me yesterday. My cousin got kidnapped by the spy from Talking Angela. She's been missing and we don't know where she is. And we were oh my god, that is crazy. I remember going home and I was Mom, this girl got kidnapped because of Talking Angela. And my mom was oh my god, really? What the hell? But literally, guys, I fully believe this, and we all fully believed it. And then every day we would go to school and we would be is your cousin, did you find your cousin? How is your cousin? She's we still don't know where she is, blah blah. She literally kept this going for 3 weeks. 3 weeks straight. She kept telling us that the there's an ongoing investigation, and her cousin is gone and blah blah. For 3 weeks straight, we were oh my god, this girl is kidnapped and Talking Angela kidnapped her. And it turns out she was literally lying. She literally pulled all of this out of her ass. Her cousin was not kidnapped. How can you even just lie through your teeth like that? I really cannot believe. I really cannot believe that she did that. But yeah, we really got bamboozled. And after that, let's just say I felt a certain type of way about her, clearly, because what the hell are you doing, girl? Just lying to us about this? I was freaked out. I was really freaked out. That is not something to lie about, girl. The next thing I want to talk about, super iconic, and people literally have whole ass businesses because of this item still to this day. And I understand. I understood the hype back then, and I still understand the hype now. Slime. Guys, I was a hustler when I was younger. I mean, I'm still striving to be a hustler, but I was such a hustler when I was younger because I had my own little slime business in school. I literally, when I was in school, I'm not gonna lie, I was a trendsetter. I would bring the trends and everyone would get on the trend and everyone would copy me. 4th grade, I think, or 3rd grade, I had a band. I made a band and we performed at our little concerts, school concerts we had. And then when I had my band and we performed, 2 other people decided to form a band, all because of me. Yeah, I'm a trendsetter. And same with the slime. So I started making slime. Okay, I need to get liquid glue, and we didn't have borax, so I used this other laundry detergent that worked. The main ingredient for slime is Elmer's glue. Guys, if someone said the word Elmer's glue in front of me when I was around 12, I literally would be where? I need Elmer's glue. We could not get Elmer's glue in Kuwait. And I would literally be such a fan of Elmer's glue when I first came to America, literally my freshman year of college. I needed to fulfill my childhood dreams, so I bought Elmer's glue and I made slime with it. And it really fulfilled my inner child for sure. But, anyways, I made slime and I would bring it in and I would sell it. And I think I made a really good amount of money, although I was so addicted to making slime. Like, I literally would come home from school and make slime all afternoon till nighttime. Like, genuinely, I was so invested in making slime. Like, my parents were like, okay, you have to stop making slime now. Like, come and eat dinner. And that was my first little taste of that. Like, I would buy the containers, I would make the slime, and then I would sell it for a pretty good profit, I'm not gonna lie. Another thing that I made a business out of, after everyone started to copy my slime business, I decided to get into squishies. In the beginning of my squishy obsession, squishies were not a thing. In Kuwait, you couldn't really get squishies. After a while, those squishies had then been imported to Kuwait. I remember going into the grocery store with my mom. And then next to it are like little, kind of what I could say are like little Dollar Tree shops. So you could just buy stuff for $1, but they were all different companies selling different things. And one of these stores was selling squishies. And I was like, oh my God, there is no way that they have squishies. Like, I got so happy. I literally bought so many squishies. And I was like, I'm going to sell these to my friends or like to my classmates in school. So I bought like a bunch for like $1. And I went into school and I was like, guys, I have squishies. You will not believe what I made up. I was hoping they wouldn't really catch on that squishies exist in Kuwait. Yeah. And I was telling them, like, my grandma came to visit from Hungary and we have squishies in Hungary, and she brought squishies for me to like sell to you guys. Like, these are like from, imported from Hungary, even though I literally got them at the freaking dollar store. I will sell this to you for $5, $6, $7, whatever price, even though I got it for $1. And I literally like did this for a few weeks or like maybe a few months too. And I remember this one time, a girl I sold a squishy to, she came up to me and she was like, I saw squishies at the dollar store today. Are those the squishies that you're buying? I was like, what? No. Like, I really get them from Hungary. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Honestly, yeah, like, I'm sorry. That's really how business works. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I really, really just said that, like, I was getting these squishies from Hungary, even though I wasn't. Sorry about that, guys, but you really cannot say I wasn't a hustler, to be honest. So those were really the things that I had been trying to recreate to keep up with the trends. There's more that I have in mind, but those are my little story times of my main points. If you guys like this video and want another video similar to this or a part 2, I would love to make them because it's so fun to take a trip down memory lane. Tell me some of your pop culture iconic moments that you feel like was iconic in the 2010s, because I'm really curious. I hope you guys have an amazing week. Make sure to like and subscribe. That is all I have for you guys today. If you guys like this video, make sure you watch this video as well, the top culture shocks I experienced as a foreign student athlete here in America. I will see you next week with a new video.